welcome back to Google Sheets. This is the last sheet that we're going to work on today. So I'm going to go into my Google Drive through my email and using the app to my drive, and I'm going to find sheet number 2. Once I've located it, I'm going to go ahead and rename it sheet number 3. Now if I wanted to keep my sheets unmodified, I would want to make copies of them first and then rename them. But for today's purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and rename it and then make the changes. So we have formed a sheet, named it, printed it, entered data, learned how to multiply between fields, and today we're going to go ahead and add up a whole column. So just like last time, we're going to figure out which cell we want our answer to end up in, and that's the cell we want to select. For this one, it's going to be F10. And then I come up here to my formula line, and I want it to add everything up. So the answer to an addition problem is sum. So I'm going to start by putting in equals sum. Now in Google, one of the nice things about that is you don't have to memorize all of the formulas. If you have an idea of what you want to do, usually starting to type it in is going to bring up some options. So the first one, if we leave it at SUM, is a sum of series of numbers and or cells, which is what I want to do. But you could also maybe look at these, a conditional sum across a range, a sum of squares, sums ranging depending on multiple criteria. So you can modify the formula to do just exactly what you want it to do depending on what you ask it to do. So I'm going to stick with the simple sum. And then it's going to tell you want to put in your values. What do you want it to calculate? So on the other side of my parenthesis, I'm going to start adding my cells. I want the sum of F2, comma, F3. And you'll notice it's selecting it for me already over here. That way I know I've got it right. F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, and that's all of the rows I want. So I'm going to close the formula with a parenthesis. When I hit tab, it's going to calculate it for me. So adding all of these figures up is going to be $5,034.15 if I were to purchase all of these again. Now that I've done that, I can go ahead and if I haven't renamed it, rename it. Select it all. Now this time when I hold my shift key down, select my cell, hold my shift key down, tell it how wide to make it. I want to make it one more row longer so that it includes my total here. And then come up to File, Print. Again, I just want the selection. It doesn't matter whether it's portrait or landscape because this particular sheet is fairly small. And then hit Print. And that is at least a few of the skills and things that you can do with a spreadsheet in Google. So good luck with that.